My name is Ken Agan, and I'm director of the music therapy program at NYU Steinhardt. The music therapy program at NYU Steinhardt has a number of unique and defining characteristics. First is that we really look at the program as a large supportive community. We're all bound by a feeling and a mutual belief in the healing powers of music.
My initial expectations of entering the program was looking at really the relationship between music and the mind. And so I went in curious to learn more about that. And what I soon came to realize was that music therapy is so much more than just the music and the mind, but it was music and the mind and the body and the soul and the communities that come together through music.
Some music therapy approaches are very medical and scientific at one end of the spectrum, and others are much more creative and musical and improvisational. And that's the end of the spectrum where the music therapy program lies. Students who really do well with us are those who really want to work deeply in the music.
I got my master's in music therapy from NYU and decided to come back for my PhD because of how wonderful my master's experience was. I was interested in learning from these people who I viewed as absolute leaders in the field, people who wrote the textbooks that I received as an undergraduate. Not only are they incredibly impressive on paper, they were all so warm and caring and loving and deeply invested in the well-being of students. Really, the faculty are the reason why I chose to come to NYU.
So our program is 2 years full-time. Throughout those 2 years, students are in music therapy groups. These are experiential training therapy groups where the students have the opportunity to be clients with adjunct faculty who function as the therapists. This is where students get to work on themselves. We also have something called the Nordoff-Robbins Center for Music Therapy on campus, which is connected to the music therapy program. This is a treatment, training, and research facility devoted to music therapy and devoted to a particular model of music therapy, the Nordoff-Robbins music therapy model.
I had a pre-internship placement at the Nordoff-Robbins Center for Music Therapy. So I was working one-on-one with children or in groups with children or adults. And it was just this lovely music-centered experience and really learning more about the needs, particularly of folks who are autistic.
We have all of the opportunities available to us. Whether we want to work in a private practice setting, in a hospital setting, in a school setting, we have all of those at our fingertips.
Another hallmark of the program is the way that we integrate clinical experience into the classroom work. From the very first week of the students' matriculation in our program, they're placed in a clinical setting. Because New York University is located in the center of New York City, we have the advantage of the greatest variety of clinical settings than any other music therapy program probably in the world. Our philosophy is you can't learn how to be a music therapist just from books or from lectures or classroom experiences. So during the first year in the program, students are in a clinical placement about 10 hours a week. And in the second year, they're in an internship setting for about 25 hours a week.
I feel like I'm part of history witnessing this all unfold as the field continues to grow and frameworks and approaches continue to become more established. I know that the faculty here has done a lot.
There are so many amazing clinicians who went through this program who are still living and working in New York City. Our community is so tight-knit. Alums are always available and down to connect and to be supportive in any way that they can.
Being a music therapy student in New York City is amazing. New York City in general is a city of opportunities, whether that's just within my program or the Steinhardt community as a whole.